Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Join Councilman Case. Salute to our flag and country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Almighty God, thank you for this meeting and thank you for the leaders here in this room and who are watching online. Please bless them and keep them. And as summer approaches, as evident in the 90-degree heat, please keep our citizens and children safe. Thank you for all of the recent graduates out of our community. And whether they stay close or whether they go far, may the goodness of the heart of Guthrie go with them wherever they go. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. I open our Guthrie Public Works Authority meeting of May 21st. Second item on the agenda is public comments, community announcements, recognitions. I believe we have any. Third item is consent agenda items A and B. A is the approval of the Public Works Authority minutes of May 7th. And B is the approval of payment to Southwest Water Works for pay application number 3 for $187,577.25 for construction on the water main replacement project. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved, and it's 189.
189. I'm sorry, 189.
Second.
577.25. Have a motion and a second as amended, corrected. Any other questions? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval from those present then to approve consent agenda items A and B. Item number 4, there were no items removed from consent agenda. Item number 5, resolution number 2024-10, establishing the authority's reasonable expectation with respect to the issuance of tax-exempt obligations by the authority in calendar year 2024.
Yes, Mayor and Council, this item should have been included in the resolutions at the last City Council meeting, which essentially allows the Public Works Authority loans to be what they consider bank qualified. And that means bank qualified transactions limit the debt of any 1 year of $10 million. Well, the Public Works Authority is limited by its trust indenture at an $8 million debt cap. So this resolution just allows our loans to be bank qualified, which helps the process. Should have been included, but unfortunately it was not. So at this time, we recommend approval.
Okay.
So moved.
You have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, any other discussion? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval then to approve resolution 2024-10, establishing the authority's reasonable expectation with respect to the issuance of tax-exempt obligation. Item number 6, change order number 1 with Southwest Water Works for the water line project. This is actually a decrease in the contract. Tenny, give us the good news.
Yes, Mayor, Council, change order number 1 will actually decrease the original contract by $83,326. This decrease is the reconciliation of planned quantities of the installed quantity and the installed quantities of section A and B. The change order also deletes section D from the project. It was discovered that the construction of this section was not necessary. Staff is going to wait till they finish up what they're working on right now down Perkins and kind of see where we're at there and then reevaluate and possibly come back later at a later date and maybe add to this project if funds are still remaining.
Okay. Any questions of Tenny? Okay, I'll entertain a motion then to approve.
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval from those present then to approve change order number 1, Southwest Water Works, actually decreasing the original contract by $83,326. That being the last item on our agenda, I adjourn our Public Works Authority meeting and open our City Council meeting of May 21st. Second item on the agenda is consent agenda items A, B, and C. A is the approval of the City Council minutes of May 7th, 2024. B is the approval of transfer of lease assignments for hangar site number 15 from Michael Koch to Alpine Aviations LLC. And C is the approval of donation in the amount of $4,000 to the City of Guthrie City of Guthrie Parks Department from the truck gathering. I'll entertain a motion then to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion?
Yeah, I got a question on number C, Tenny. What's that?
So, Mayor and Council, that item is a donation. The truck gathering took place during 89ers weekend, and because they were down the Cottonwood Flats, they wanted to make a donation as a part of their proceeds from the event back into the Parks Department to be used towards the Cottonwood Flats.
Oh, cool.
So it's $4,000 we intend to put back into the flats for events.
This is a big turnout.
Very, very nice of them to do that.
Very nice truck gathering.
Yes, very nice.
Cars and trucks.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval from those present then to approve consent agenda items A, B, and C. Item number 3, there were no items removed from the consent agenda. Item number 4, resolution number 24-11, establishing the city's reasonable expectations with respect to the issuance of tax exempt obligations, the same as we discussed at the Public Works. Any additional information?
No, sir.
Okay.
So
I'll
moved.
entertain a motion
So moved.
to approve. Have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval for resolution number 2024-11, establishing the city's reasonable expectation with respect to the issuance of tax exempt obligations on behalf of the city for calendar year 2024. Item number 5, ordinance number 3411, rezoning of property at 1805 West Mansour Avenue, per application number 24-004. Dan?
Thank you, Mayor, City Council. As indicated, this is a rezone from R1 to R2. It's on the west side on West Mansur. It's similar to other rezones we've had on the west side or in that area. They're going from R1, or they want to go from R1 to R2. They have a couple accessory structures on their property. One is a garage, and they want to convert a portion of that into a living unit or dwelling unit. And the only way we can get to that point is to rezone it to R2. The Planning Commission had recommended approval 3-0, and there were no written or people present at the public hearing for this item or in opposition.
Are they gonna move their business out there, out of their house out there too?
No. That's why they have the shops.
Question, potential impact on parking?
None.
None?
No, yeah, no, because right now with the, basically the way the code's set up, they have sufficient parking for what they're doing, because they're just adding one more unit. So they would essentially just have a 2-unit development there.
Okay.
But with their existing garage and all that, they still have sufficient
So
parking, yeah.
There's sufficient parking availability
Yeah.
there? Not
Yeah.
going to push anything out into the street?
No, not at all,
Okay.
because it's gonna be a fairly small unit, probably only like 600-700 square foot.
Okay, all right.
Is it my
Any other
understanding,
questions? Sorry.
my understanding this was for their visiting children?
Yes. That was the primary reason. The one, I don't know if it's a son, but one of them, they're looking to put that in there so he can stay in there. Yep, correct.
Any other questions? Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval to approve ordinance number 3412. I'm sorry. Ordinance number 3411, rezoning property at 1805 West Mansour Avenue for application number 24-004. Item number 6, ordinance number 3412, amending section 5-129, issuance of and fees of Article 9 for mobile food vendors, canvassers, solicitors, itinerant merchants, and peddlers. Billy, I guess you're taking the lead on that.
I
I
will-
will say your name is listed here.
My name is listed this. So Eddie had brought this up a couple months ago, wanted to look at this and brought this to our attention, so he asked me to draw up an ordinance making those changes, so I have made the suggested changes.
Yes, Mayor and Council, this is a result of the previous discussion we had, and the changes that are reflected in this ordinance included increasing the fees, changing the timelines, so we don't have somebody coming in every 15 days paying $2 a day, alleviating that stress on both the staff and the vendor. Will require an ID badge, which the city will provide, and this is in line with the surrounding communities. We compared Edmond, Stillwater, and Perry. This is the same process that those communities are using, and City Attorney Wheeler has drafted the ordinance in your packet.
And I would just add that I think this modernizes our ordinance.
Modernize, standardizes it amongst all the aforementioned opportunities, if you will.
What were the days again, Eddie, as far as like how often do they have to do it now?
This is an annual,
Once a year? Yeah.
yes, yep. So it takes it from a 15-day renewal to an annual permit.
Simplifies it,
Yeah.
streamlines it, all the way around. Okay, I'll entertain a
So-
motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes, please.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval from those present then to approve ordinance number 3412, amending section 5-129, fees of article number 9. Item number 7, amendment number 1 to the owner engineering agreement for Owens Field softball complex with Myers Engineering. Tenny, I believe you're taking the lead on that one.
The task order and the individual task order for this project did not provide fees for administrating multiple contracts. The way we have chose to bid this project out would be possibly up to 4, maybe 5 different contracts, construction contracts. The city of Guthrie now intends to utilize our public works staff to provide the resident inspection on this project. The original task order included $88,000 for the engineering to provide the resident inspection services. This amendment removes that portion of the contract and provides the additional $88,000 to the bidding phases and the engineering during construction to cover the cost of the multiple contracts that we'll have now. This project is our Land Water Conservation Fund project.
So basically, the resident inspection services, if you will, is being taken in-house? Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, sir. We'll have,
That will save us money in that regard.
yes, sir.
Okay, 88,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Other questions, comments, council? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Submit your votes, please.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval then for amendment number 1 to the Owens Field softball complex with contract with Myers Engineering. Item number 8, city manager report.
Yes,
Eddie.
Mayor. Yes, Mayor and Council. Keeping in line with Owen Field, give you a quick update on that. City staff did have a pre-work conference yesterday with the contractor on that project. We had hoped to have the contractor already out there moving dirt, but due to the copious amounts of rain we have received, which
It's a good thing.
very thankful for the rain. We're not upset about that at all. It looks like the start date has been pushed to June 17th. So not only have we received rain here, the projects the contractor is currently working on have been pushed out because of the rain delays as well. So Phase 1A of that project will start June 17th. Most recently, myself, City Clerk Kim Biggs, and Justin Fortney, we've been working on the strategic planning retreat. So hopefully you got my email in regards to that coming up on June 18th. We'll look more traditional this year, whereas last year we focused primarily on the budget and capital expenditures. We're still going to do that. We're just going to do that at a later date. So we'll do the capital project planning as well as the budget workshop at that first meeting in August at a budget workshop here in City Council chambers. Caden Young, myself, and Fire Chief Dane Lawson have graduated from Leadership Guthrie as of last week, so we're working along that.
Well done.
Thank you, thank you. In addition to that, as you know, Guthrie Public Schools graduation took place last week, had lots of folks in town. We received lots of compliments about the sidewalk project and how that's coming along down Division, so that was good to hear. In addition to that, coming up next Monday, City Hall and offices, of course with the exception of emergency services, will be closed in honor of Memorial Day. This Friday, May 24th, from 11:30 to the afternoon hours, we will be hosting our annual Summer Employee Appreciation. That will take place this year at Banner Park and is sponsored by F&M Bank. So we appreciate that sponsorship by them. I will start with an apology, as we missed National Public Works Week last week. So we did not get that on the proclamation. I know Tim and his staff are upset that we didn't get that proclamation out. But I do want to take a moment to recognize the Public Works Department and every subsequent department underneath them keep the city running. And we consider them first responders just like police and fire and EMS. So thank you, Tinny, and your staff for everything you guys do. Unfortunately, that is not the only proclamation we've missed. I will also say this week is National Tourism Week. So again, Justin Fortney and the team here, of course, Guthrie, we are well known for our tourism here in this community. And so you'll see us putting out some promotion about both of those weeks and our staff and the great work that they do in the coming days on social media and also on city website, etc. Last thing I have for you is I will be out of the office next week, May 28th through the 31st. In my absence, point of contact will be HR Director Liz Botello. In addition to Liz, my assistant Jessica Fuller will be here as well. So if you need something, you're more than welcome to call me, but Liz and Jessica will be main points of contact for those 4 days. So with that, that's all I have, sir.
Okay, very good. Well, congratulations on the graduation to you and the chief.
Is there a party?
And the others.
No party, no party.
Very good. Okay, item number 9, comments from City Council. Vice Mayor Geary.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Okay, Councilman Case.
We've got another Red Brick Night's coming up. Hope we got nice weather that night. We've been getting a lot of rain that we've needed. I've been very thankful for it, but that's all I got.
Councilman Williams.
No, nothing, thank you.
Councilman Taylor.
Heat's on, you're right, it's getting warm, it was 91 or 92 down in the city today, so if you have to go outside, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. Hey guys, I think it's neat what you all got to graduate. When I did the class, we sort of graduated, but we had the COVID, so we didn't get to have a big party or anything, so congratulations on that. Other than that, that's it, man.
Councilman Rob.
You can have a party.
My son, who is 3, has a question. He probably should ask the city manager, but he wanted me to ask the fire chief. So the Touch the Trucks was canceled. Are we doing that again?
I think so. I think we're looking to reschedule the process with Chief Swagger.
Cool.
So the joint effort that comes together for that event, we host it and we're the primary points of contact. But Logan County Sheriff's Office and several surrounding volunteer departments, et cetera. I don't know that they've had an opportunity to get that penciled in yet, but I think that is their intent. Chief Swagger is out this week at the Chiefs Conference, so as soon as he gets back, we will work on getting that rescheduled.
Yeah, it's not like a pressing issue or anything. I'm just,
It depends on how old you are.
I'm not wanting a motion or anything on that. I was just wondering if there was any plan at all to do it. You're just like, well, next year. So
Is
that's
your
all.
son watching tonight?
What time is it? I don't know.
6:51.
It's bath time, so I don't think he's watching.
He's probably texting you. Right now. Probably texting you right now.
Thanks, Dad.
All right.
Anything else?
Oh, that's all. Thank you.
I believe that we have released for information on how we're handling the use of the Pelican pool.
Yes, sir, and I apologize, I didn't mention that.
And I think that's coming out, a further refinement of that. First of all, salute the staff for making lemonade out of lemons last year and now improving it even better with lemons and limes, I think. But again, clarifying some things on the citizens of Guthrie having access to Pelican Bay, having access to transportation via the first capital trolley, and again, clarification that it's citizens within Guthrie city limits, not just having a Guthrie address.
Yes.
And that's a difference. And having to come to City Hall to get a wristband for just one time for the years, for the whole summer anyway. So again, congratulations for making something pretty darn good out of something that was a challenge. Obviously, the pool going kerplunk.
People were really happy with it.
Yeah, I think so. So y'all did a great job last year, and this year even one better, I think, with the refinements. So I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that. but-
I will. I will say, Mayor, the accolades, of course, and everything that we do it goes all the way to the staff. It's the team. It's not me. So folks will come to City Hall. They'll come to the utility office, show proof of residency, and then they'll be given a wristband, which will be good for the entire summer. And again, it is for City of Guthrie residents. So Pelican Bay, you can come up, get that anytime, normal operating hours, and then as well, the trolley restrictions, so that will not kick off until the 27th, which is actually Memorial Day, due to scheduling. The trolley runs some routes that are tied with GPS, Guthrie Public Schools. So they'll be able to come get wristbands and access Pelican Bay beginning this Friday, but they won't be able to utilize the trolley until next week. So all of those instructions are in a press release on social media and on the website. And so if there's any questions, we'd be happy to answer them in our office or the utility office.
Okay, very good. Well done. Last thoughts? Ladies and gentlemen, we are adjourned in almost record time. We're adjourned. Thank you very much.